The new Amazon Luna is making some waves across the gaming community as becoming the new Amazon Prime Gaming. With a Prime membership, you have instant access to not just casual party games, but also many AAA games that are currently on the market, from a wide range of games from GOG, but also some from EA and the Ubisoft Plus premium line of games. Now, if you didn't know that the new Amazon Luna was in the AAA gaming space, you also might be wondering whether they actually have the means to play these games and play them well on the cloud. Well, I have the info on several of the configurations Amazon uses to run these games. Let's check them all out. Now, as you might have guessed, Amazon uses their own cloud infrastructure, AWS, to stream these games to users on Luna. AWS, or Amazon Web Services, is the biggest cloud infrastructure in the world, with Microsoft in second. So they should have the power to stream AAA games, right? Well, you would be correct. They have several configurations using their Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud platform, also known as Amazon EC2. Here is where you will find most of the configurations Amazon uses for their customers. And of course, it's not all used for gaming, but a lot of it, as you might have guessed, for AI. But let's see what configurations we can identify by running several game benchmarks from the Ubisoft game list. Let's start with Amazon's low-end tier. Now, I'm guessing most games on the Luna platform will be using this configuration because most of them are older or aren't super demanding. As an example, I'm running Ghost Recon Breakpoint because this is a bit of an older game and the benchmark shows exactly what this configuration is using. 8 virtual CPUs of the Intel Xeon Platinum 8259CL at 2.5 GHz. It's also using the NVIDIA Tesla T4 with 32 GB of RAM. You can see that this configuration runs the game pretty well and hits over 60 FPS at 1080p. Amazon Luna currently only streams games at 1080p and 60 FPS, so this configuration is pretty suitable for running this game. Another older game that runs the same configuration is The Division 2. Similar results from a game that is over 5 years old now. This is an older configuration that runs the Tesla T4, which is an NVIDIA Turing generational card that is similar to the power of an RTX 2070. Amazon identifies this configuration as the G4DN 2X Large. You can see it has the exact same specs that were on the benchmarks. 8 cores, 32 gigs of RAM using the Tesla T4. So what about a more demanding game? Well, Assassin's Creed Valhalla is a great example of a more demanding game from the past 5 years. Running the benchmark, you'll see a bit of a different hardware configuration. This configuration is using an AMD EPYC processor this time with the NVIDIA A10G. And if you've been following cloud gaming for a while, you'll know that the A10G is the card that GeForce Now was using several years ago for their RTX 3080 tier. This was the name of the GeForce Now Ultimate tier before it was called Ultimate. The A10G is an NVIDIA Ampere grade card where it was compared to, well, an RTX 3080, which is now suited for top tier 1080p gameplay. And as you can see with the Assassin's Creed Valhalla benchmark, it hit 60 FPS on the high graphics preset. Amazon identifies this tier as the G5.2X Large on AWS. It's a bit more expensive to run than many of the other configurations, but the performance is great for more demanding 1080p games. For their last currently known configuration, Amazon has introduced a cheaper and more up-to-date configuration so that it can use some of the latest NVIDIA technologies like DLSS frame generation. Games that would take advantage of this would be games like Assassin's Creed Shadows, which can utilize frame generation. Of course, frame generation is not required, but it can be enabled if necessary. Running the benchmark, you'll see that they're still using an AMD EPYC processor, but this time they are running the NVIDIA L4, which is an Ada Lovelace generation data center GPU. This configuration is able to hit 60 FPS for Assassin's Creed Shadows at medium graphic settings. Now, I wouldn't call this configuration as powerful as the previous one, but it's less expensive for them to run, and it has benefits for being a newer set of hardware. Amazon calls this configuration the G6.2X Large on AWS. Now, this is one of the latest configurations for 1080p games, but there are a couple of more that use the upgraded version of the L4 that are not active on the platform yet. These high-performing configurations are not currently being used on Luna. They use the NVIDIA L40S. Now, if you're familiar with the NVIDIA GeForce Now Ultimate tier, the NVIDIA L40S is one of those cards NVIDIA uses to provide users RTX 4080 caliber power. And yes, AWS does have the power to mimic the configuration for what NVIDIA has for their RTX 4080 caliber machines. Now, you can't run this on Luna, but I actually ran one of these configurations through another platform called AirGPU. I'm running the Assassin's Creed Shadows benchmark, and it can hit a very similar benchmark result as the GeForce Now Ultimate tier can at 4K. So if they have the means to do this, why doesn't Amazon actually use it for Luna? Well, I made a video on this, as you can view that here, but basically it comes down to availability. The L40S is not available in as many locations as Luna operates in. Hopefully it will be expanded to more locations so we can get 4K support on the platform. This would be great to play one of Amazon Luna's newest games, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. This game definitely deserves to be played at 4K. Just saying.
Nice view.
So I will put the link to Amazon Web Services EC2 in the description so you can take a look at all of the configurations Amazon is offering. Now, these were the configurations that I know that they use. There could be other configurations that could be used for other games, just letting you know. I also have no idea what they're using for Indiana Jones. AWS determines the configurations on the game, so you won't be able to choose which one you get. So if you like this general overview of the hardware configurations Amazon uses for the Amazon Luna cloud gaming platform, the new Prime Gaming, give us a like. Also, make sure to join as a member of the channel or join our Patreon and our Discord in the links below. And above all else, make sure to subscribe to keep it locked right here at the only place where you can do battle in gaming heaven, Cloud Gaming Battle.